could you state in a few words what made you decide that you'd like to become a surrogate for a couple who desperately wants to conceive and cannot?
Well, my friend is what got me into it. She can't have any more kids, but she also can't afford to do IVF. So that's when I decided to help other couples.
Okay. And this is kind of a general question, but do the best you can with it. It's written here. It says, what are your values regarding surrogacy?
Well, I value the women that would be willing to give up 9 months of their life. Well, more than 9 months, actually, because the process of getting pregnant.
Absolutely.
To give the gift of life to a family
Right.
who can't do that for themselves for whatever reason, infertility or work or age.
Speaking about family, could you tell us a little bit about your nuclear family?
Like that I
Your
live
husband?
with?
And
Yeah. Well, I've been married for 3 years. I've been with him for a little over 5. We have a 2-year-old son
Oh, good.
together. I have a 5-year-old daughter with my ex, and then he has a 4-year-old son with his ex.
So are all the children living with you and your husband?
Yes, they do.
So you and your husband are living with 3 children?
Yes.
Okay.
5, 4, and 2.
5, 4, and 2. So there's a lot of commotion.
A lot of
right?
activities.
Does your husband have any reservations regarding the legal relinquishment of the parentage of the baby after its birth?
No, he's okay with it. Everything.
Okay. And do you have a solid support system from your family and your husband to help you face feelings that may be overwhelming to you?
Yes, I have a solid support system from everybody, even my friends at work.
Okay.
My work is supporting me on it too.
And do you have like other family that live nearby?
Yeah, I have my in-laws and my parents, and then my grandparents are in Florida, but I've told everybody about what I'm doing and they're all excited.
Okay, and your parents and in-laws are in the same town where you live?
Mm-hmm.
You see them regularly?
Yes.
So you've been pregnant twice?
3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
Yeah, but I've had 2 babies.
Right.
Yeah.
And, well, so I guess during one of the pregnancies you had complications?
I had an abortion, actually. But
Okay. So there weren't any medical complications?
No,
It was
there was
an
none.
elective procedure?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had no complications during my pregnancies or deliveries.
Okay.
So.
And when it comes to your health, do you do anything special regarding taking care of yourself during a pregnancy?
I just take prenatal vitamins.
Like, for instance, your diet on a typical
Well,
day, what would you be eating when you're pregnant?
Oh, I eat better than I do now. I eat more fruits and vegetables. When I was pregnant with my son,
Right.
I actually craved vegetables, which is weird because I don't really like broccoli and stuff, but I
Yeah.
was craving broccoli.
That is
So
strange.
I eat healthier when I'm pregnant.
And obviously, do you smoke?
No.
And when you're pregnant, would you drink?
No.
You don't drink alcohol?
No.
No, right, good.
I would never.
As a surrogate, will you strive to eat a healthy diet and reach out for support if you need to?
Yes. I exercise too. So.
Okay. Should you become overwhelmed with morning sickness or other reasons that may be preventing you from getting the proper nutrition you need for the baby and yourself, will you get support if you need it?
Yes.
Should more than one embryo be implanted and all of them succeed? What are your feelings regarding fetal abortion if it's the couple's wish to have no more than one child?
I'll do whatever the intended parents want me to do.
Okay.
Because it's their children, so it's their decision.
But on the other hand, would you consider carrying more than one child if they wanted it?
Yes.
If it took, and if the parents wanted more?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I would do what was healthy for me. I think twins would be healthy. Triplets would probably be
Right.
pushing the line because I'm so skinny. But I think twins would be healthy for me.
Okay. Are you willing to work with the surrogate agency, IVF doctors, OBGYN doctors, to take all the necessary tests and screenings to qualify for this?
Yes.
And are you willing to travel out of state for operations if necessary?
Yes.
Are you willing to work under the instruction of the surrogacy supporting staff to provide all the data and information that is requested by the client?
Yes.
Do you have any expectations with regarding your relationship with the parents after the birth?
I don't have any expectations, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that I would get updates on the children and
Right.
themselves
Well,
if we develop a positive relationship throughout it all, which I would hope for that.
great.
But I don't expect it.
It says here, would you expect to see a Christmas card every year and a photo of the baby?
Like I said, I don't expect it, but
But you'd
it's
like it.
something I'd like and I would hope
Right.
for. Yeah. But that's completely their decision. If they want to keep in contact, that's awesome. If they want to cut off all contact, then that's their decision.
Sure.
So,
Do you have any desire to have future contact with the child as he or she grows into adulthood?
yeah, that would be great. I'd like updates and have contact with the child or children.
Another sensitive issue is abortion and adoption issues.
Mm.
Abortion generally is not allowed in Elaine's SAP terms of services. Is that understandable to you?
Yes.
Okay. We've consulted with the intended parents clearly on this and asked them to sign the terms of services before Elaine took them into the program.
Mm.
But in case the couple divorces or either one or both pass away during the pregnancy, would you consider accepting an abortion
Yes.
within legal limits?
Yes.
Okay. If the tragic events occurred and you do not prefer an abortion, would you be interested in adopting this child through an arranged agreement?
Yes.
In the case a newborn is found with defects, diseases, or disabilities, even though the parents are required to take the child after birth, it's Elaine's job to ask you about your choice for the possible adoption of the newborn. Can you share how you feel about this? Would you be, again, willing to adopt the child even if the child had defects, diseases, or disabilities to some degree if the parents didn't want the child?
Yes, I would be.
Are you comfortable providing breast milk feeding to the newborn, either directly or indirectly?
Yes. I'll provide it as long as my body will.
Okay. And as long as the parents or the doctors
Yeah.
want it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the event of a failed embryo transfer cycle, are you willing to start the next embryo cycle for the same parents or possibly new parents?
Yes.
Would you be willing to start the next cycle immediately, or would you prefer to start again within 1 or 2 months,
I'd be willing immediately.
as long as health permitted?
Yes.
Are you comfortable asking your doctor for the OBGYN results after each visit?
Yes.
And would you be willing to fax or scan the results and email them to us?
Yes.
Or email them to us?
Yeah.
We truly appreciate your time and efforts making this video with us. We all know the life you're going to give might have a greater value than the life of its own. Before ending this video, do you have any thoughts you would like to share with our intended parents?
I'm just happy to be working with them or her or him, whoever it is, and I'm happy to be able to give them a child or children, and I can't wait to get started.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Mm.